90% of the time we are always spending time in really beautiful places, so we are blessed in that sense, but we make a lot of work that we can get these places.
Greetings from Montenegro. Really stunning place here in the Kolašin ski resort. And we thought we were so clever finding this isolated, really rural spot. We did woke up kind of late in the morning and we were surrounded by a bunch of different kind of off-road vehicles.
Kajmak, это как масло, говоря, обязательно надо дать женщине палку, удолу кастрюля, она с палком все так сбивает, мешает.
There were a group of people here admiring the scenery really close to our van, so I'm guessing this spot where we are is the most stunning in the whole area. We are almost in the 2-kilometer height, and this is perfect weather for us. If you have watched our previous videos, you know we have been suffering from the heat wave, or I don't know if this is a heat wave or just a normal hot summer days here in South Europe. Now, because it's so cold weather, we are going to cook some winter food. The Omnia oven is a great substitute for a real oven, but you cannot really use it during the summer months because the whole van gets really toasty inside. So it's better to use in the more colder days like now. Syömään. Tuleeko äänestä?
It's flying away.
We are so happy to see the clouds in the sky. We don't care at all. We don't get solar because it's so refreshing to be here in the colder climates.
And this happens when you climb in an altitude. All the
Bottles, containers,
they will
explode
when they open it. So now we have my sauce everywhere.
And also, if you have a cassette toilet, it does that too. So remember when you go in altitude, high and low. Carefully open the valve because
you might have poop and pee in your face. We have an LPG fridge on our van and it needs service maybe once every 2 years, and now it's the time. It's stopped working, it ignites the gas, it starts and stops when it's needed, but it's not making any coldness. Even here is plus 25. So it's time to clean the chimney. It's really easy, just taking the chimney cap away, then there's this spreader inside of the chimney, and then take anything you have around you so you can clean up the chimney. The chimney is usually on the right side of the fridge. You have to disassemble something around the burner. There was surprisingly low amount of salt, which is alarming, but I will use air pressure to clean the burner assembly. So we don't have any canned air, so I'm just using paper that I put like in the pipe. After cleaning operations, the flame again looks like how it should be. So blue and hardly any yellow flame anywhere. When it heats up, it might be some yellow, but after that it must be just blue. And it's looking good. So hopefully that little cleaning helped us. We are living Sarah's nightmare. Middle of hailstorm. Woo! The lamps doesn't like the hails either. We have been once in a bad hailstorm. It was in Austria. At least now they look like the size of a pea, so that's not bad. If they come size of a golf ball, then it's bad. So how my sexy secretary is doing?
I try to avoid and escape the situation. Hailstorms are scary because no insurance will cover if our van side will look like we have been in the middle of the gang fight.
It will.
Okay. But it looks like a Swiss cheese when you are in the middle of the hailstorm and the hails are too big.
There was insurance companies in Finland who doesn't actually include hailstorms in their policies, but we have the one who has because Sarah is so afraid of hailstorms.
Yeah. We don't have a worry in the world now. Insurance cover will cover everything if we get like massive holes. But I'm glad it's not shaking. Other thing that I'm really scared of is the high winds. Rain, I don't care.
Beautiful Montenegrin Alps. Here we are enjoying our lives, having these kind of places every night. I think we are 90% of the time we are always spending time in really beautiful places, so we are blessed in that sense, but we make a lot of work that we can get these places. Yeah, I think we're gonna actually change our spot a bit for the next night or next days, because even the locals think that this is the best place to bring tourists. There has been lots of 4x4 cars, and during the daytime they are making 4x4 tours on those mountains over there, so you can go up there and the path starts from there. And also there's a lot of horseback riding on this area, and they stop here to take the pictures. Hello.
Hello. Hi.
He has actually a dog who can make the horses to do like whoo, whoo, yeah, by command. So he knows his things. He takes the best pictures, and I actually searched him from the Google Maps and from the TripAdvisor. Full 5-star reviews. Nice guy. It's evening time. I think we're gonna just watch some series. We can see the sunset from the windows. Same time that we are watching the series. Best place for your home. That is our only goal in life. Best place for our home. Every night. Not overnight oats, but overnight bread. So we're gonna make bread in the morning time in a Omnia oven. Yeah, it's really easy to make and quite fast. I think it takes like 25 minutes in Omnia to make bread. And one good hint about Omnia is to flip the bread in halfway through, so it will get evenly baked, and you can get the crisp bread in both sides, because Omnia oven makes crisp sides only in the bottom. So when you flip it, you get totally crisp bread.
And the smell of fresh bread in the morning, it's just lovely. I love it.
That's our house. That's our home.
We came for a little day walk before it starts to rain. Now the sky is blue and clear sky, and it does not look like it's going to be rainy, but here in the higher elevation it rains quite a lot. Nice plain area, and in the back of the hills we can see the big mountains, and everywhere there is these car tracks, so you can just basically drive wherever if you don't feel like walking. So fresh mountain air.
Smells like goat shit.
It does. Here's a pasture land, so lot of cows and sheep and horses. branching around. Yeah, but not too much. I think in Pyrenees, in France and Spain, there's way too much cattle because they are eating all the forest away. And deforestation is horrible to see. But not here. This is untouched. Beautiful. We like trees.
Financial struggles. Our van is starting to break on us. Yeah, the tires are. We have to change them like really quickly. They are starting to brindle. There's lots of parts that have actually gone out already. So that's like 700 euros. The flame detector on our fridge is going out. Yesterday it tried to start the fridge, I think like 15 times because it was not detecting the flame. So we need to change that. What else? Well, Sarah's laptop is broken. It's the power output is broken, so we have to find some place where we can buy MacBook spare parts. We don't have money to get it like fixed somewhere. Our drone got broken. I'm trying to get spare parts for that, but it's almost impossible in this part of Europe. Struggling, so it's like 700 euros on that if we need to buy a new drone. Yeah, this has been the most expensive countries this far because everything is breaking out. We are taking the van for service because the glow plugs are broken and we need to change the oils and filters in there, but the glow plugs are the main reason to go to service. What else? Hopefully nothing else, but this is starting to add up quite much because then we break out budget really badly. Hopefully it doesn't get any worse because then we are struggling even more. Yeah.
And our roof windows leak.
Yeah, the roof window is leaking, so we need to buy the adapter around the roof window somewhere in a caravan shop and buy new glue and butyl tape so we can fix that. I got that one place for the tires. Hopefully they are not that expensive here in Montenegro, so we can get them changed.
We were parked in the most perfect spot and it was like an official selfie place, and even though everybody who came there with the vehicle or horseback riding, they did not mind us being there.
Just greeted us like, hey, hello.
Yeah, we felt very welcome, but we also felt pretty awkward because if you book a horseback riding tour in a sunset and you want to take photos, you do not want to have a Fiat in your picture. So we did change our spot like 400 meters and it's still breathtaking views here, but we are not that on the way.
Yeah. We are always cautious about things.
Yeah, and that's why we have succeeded on this van living thing. At the moment we are inside of the national park.
Yeah, I think like maybe 20 meters or something.
Yeah, not much, but still. And there is an admission fee, Montenegrin national parks. But good thing is you can buy the tickets from online. An annual pass costs like 14 euros.
Per person, and it's covers the whole year and all the visits there.
Yeah.
Usually it's 3 to 5 euros per night per person if you go and visit these national parks. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 national parks, maybe 6.
And there are park rangers who sell the tickets and ask if you have a ticket.
Some places have like a booth where you pay. The ranger comes on the evening time or on the morning time to ask for the fee, so you have to pay 10.
Yeah, and those are not like a scam police asking for money. It's official rule inside of the national park. You have to pay.
Yeah.
But it's not big cost.
But if you stay here, buy the yearly pass because it's totally worth it.
Yeah, and funny thing is free camping is not actually legal inside of the Montenegro, but it's very tolerated.
Very tolerated.
But not if you go to the tourist hotspots or coastal line. It can be done there too. We have done it because locals are so friendly and they don't really care where you
But
park.
off-roading is legal in Montenegro, Serbia and Croatia. So that is a bonus thing. People really come here for weekends. They have off-roading gear and then they drive to the nature, camp there for the weekend and come out of the nature. We have been talking here that the Balkan is the greatest area of whole world. Like the freedom and all those things that are here are so spectacular compared to any other part of the world.
And people are really reserved from the distance, which we absolutely love.
But still they are really friendly when they
And kind.
get contact by them.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of aspect that's really speaks to us. So I think we are not going to move to back to Finland anymore.
No.
Maybe summer months spending time on our plot, but otherwise no.
We are in love with the Balkan area because there is pure nature everywhere, not many camper vans, so it means we can be in these stunning spots alone, which we really much prefer.
Yeah.
And friendly locals that make us feel very welcome.
We're gonna spend maybe a couple of extra nights in here because of the weather. Still, it's really cool in here. I think 19 degrees at the moment.
And we love this weather, it's so perfect.
So it's really hard to leave from here. But there's a Tara river flowing just down in the hills. So I think we're trying to find some riverside boondocking for the next nights.
Yeah. Only annoying thing when you sleep in the mountains, there's not natural waters to go to bathe, but I think we will use our shower tonight. We always try to go bathe every day.
Yeah, it doesn't take that much, maybe
Water.
10 liter water or even less when you
You
just...
Make a quick military type shower.
In a moonlight shower, only in van life it's possible.